Hello, this is Cindy. Welcome to my world. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. If you're new here, welcome. Come on in, have a seat, and hang out with me for a while. Today we're going to cover this tin with polymer clay, and we're going to decorate it. I've already done one side of the tin. I figured you didn't need to see me do it twice. Try and save some time for you. We're going to be, doing that. And we'll be using a rubber stamp and some mica powders and some bling. And, I don't know. Well, let's get to it. I'm going to start with getting the cover on, the background cover. And I am going to straighten things up a little bit here. I work on wax paper sheets, and so it doesn't stick to my table. And I'm just gonna trim some of this up so that it's easier to work with. Straight lines are easier than all this jagged mess that I have going on. I'm feeling kind of chatty today. Lots of stuff has been going on. For those of you who have been wondering why I haven't been posting on my Facebook page, Cindy's World, I have ran into some difficulties, but I'm back. If you're new and you don't know, I have a Facebook page. I will put a link down below in the comments to it that I post usually regularly. I post my food diary for the day. I have Weigh-In Wednesday, where I post my weight for that week, and sometimes I post some inspirational things, and I always post there when I post a new video. And I'm trying to grow both my Facebook page and my YouTube channel. I'm just going along here and trimming off the excess. I have not put any type of glue or adhesive. I didn't put any liquid Sculpey that a lot of people will do. I found it unnecessary, and it just makes a mess for me. So I just put the clay on. I have tins that I made many years ago, and they're fine. So I don't see any reason to change now. So I'm just kind of smoothing things out here. And trying to get things nice and tight. I always have problems in the corners. I've seen other people do it, and they know just how to cut it. And, everything looks all nice and pretty. I haven't mastered that yet, so it takes me a little bit of finagling to get these corners down. As you can see, I've got a gap there, but I don't mind. I just push it together. I have rolled this clay out on a number 3. I think the thinner it is, the easier it is to maneuver and get it right where I want it. I'm just kind of smoothing things out here to get it right up to that silver rim there. And it just takes a little bit of patience. And it's worth it in the end to make it look all neat and tidy. And anyway, I know, look at this. It looks all dirty and a little bit lumpy, and there's nicks in it, and I see it. All those imperfections. But in the long run, it is not going to matter. We'll get it all covered up, and you'll never know. My hands, my fingernails, everything is a wreck. I have been working hard trying to get things made. I want to reopen my Etsy shop, and I'm working hard on getting stock made. I have pulled most of the things that were in my shop before when it was open. I looking for new items in there. Maybe a few things that I made in the past, but I think I'm gonna start with fresh things. So I've been working hard getting some stock together, and I'm hoping I will make an announcement here when my shop is open, and hopefully you'll take a peek, see what I've got. Hopefully maybe you'll like something and find a gift for yourself or somebody else. I don't know. But I'm going to try and trim some of this away. I would like to be able to see that silver rim. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to on this side. That's okay. It's looking neat and tidy, and that's what I want. Okay, we've got that done. There is a little bubble here. I'm not quite sure if it's an air bubble or if it's from me trying to maneuver it, but I just cut into it with my blade, and I think it was an air bubble because it's gone now. I'm not going to worry about it too much for this project, but I see another one there, and I'm just going to try and force the air out and smooth the cut over. And there you have it. Okay, I think we're ready to move on. Let me clean up some of this and get it out of the way. I will save all that scrap clay and use in something else. Okay, next I've already rolled out all this clay. I use an electric pasta machine, and it's quite noisy, kind of obnoxious, and I know you don't want to hear that. Anyway, I have this black clay rolled out. This is rolled out to number 2. I'm going to use this rubber stamp. Y'all know I like butterflies. I hope you do too. It's just a wood-mounted rubber stamp. And sometimes you should use, I'll do it just for the sake of the video. You should squirt your clay a little bit with water so that your rubber stamp does not stick to it. But make sure it's all on there. And I am going to give it a good press. I want to leave an indentation, an impression of the butterfly in here. I don't have a lot of strength, so it seems like I'm working really hard to get that in there. And I am, but most people wouldn't have a problem. And there we have it. As you can see, that imprint is in there. And it's looking good, just what I wanted. Now I'm going to take a piece of paper towel and blot up the water. I don't want water on it because I'm going to be putting mica powders on it with my finger. And I have messed up a jar or two of mica powder by putting my damp fingers in it. And it kind of cakes up then, and I don't like that. So, it's looking pretty good. Now the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to bling this baby out. I've got some rhinestones out here, and I'm going to choose from what I have out, and we're going to put these in now. And I hope they stay. I am used to, in the past, I always embedded my rhinestones before I baked. And I realized not too long ago that the rhinestones I was using back then were heat set type of rhinestones. They had an adhesive on the back of them. And when it got heated, the adhesive melted and it stuck real good. I've got my rhinestones all mixed up now. And you can tell sometimes by looking at them which ones have an adhesive on them. But anyway, I'm going to put the rhinestones in now. And I will put a sealer over this. Sometimes I use resin. I use polyurethane sealer. And that seems to hold things in pretty good. I have not found any rhinestones falling out of any of my past projects. So I'm going to go with that. I have this little thing. If you guys don't know what it is a tray that you can pour your rhinestones or beads into, and has this nice little spout on the end here that you can dump them back into your container when you're done. Makes things quick and easy. And I'm all for that. So I'm going to use some of these pink rhinestones. This is a rhinestone picker tool. And one end has a metal point thing, round. It's not really pointy. It's a round tip. And this end has, I think it's mainly beeswax on the end. And it picks up the rhinestones nice and easy. And you can set them where you want. Now that one fell off. That happens sometimes. I'm just going to coax it back where I want it. And give it a bit of a press in there. And we're going to go around and do that. So, like I was saying earlier, I have not been posting on my Facebook page I haven't been posting my daily diary, my food diary. And I haven't even posted my weigh-in Wednesday weights. I have been, if you haven't been following me, I have been hovering around 300 pounds for the last couple months. When I started this journey, I weighed 350 pounds, and I found out I had chronic kidney disease, and it scared the stuff out of me. And I, you know, my kidney doctor sent me to a dietitian, and, you know, said I needed to follow a special diet to keep my kidneys from getting worse. And I saw the dietitian, and I did everything she recommended, which was to watch my sodium intake and my calories, of course. But she was mainly concerned with my sodium intake and my protein intake. Oh, I got a little bugle bead in there. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, I started recording in a program called My Fitness Pal, and I quickly lost over 30 pounds, and I was thrilled with that. And then I hit, I guess, a plateau, and I wasn't losing anything. I would gain a pound or two and then drop a pound or two, and it was getting quite frustrating. And I kind of gave up a few weeks ago. I threw in the towel, and I recently decided that, you know, that was not the smartest thing to do, that I needed to get back on track and try to get my kidneys as healthy as I could. So, I'm back to recording now. Today is Monday, the 18th or something? And you probably won't see this video till at least Wednesday. And anyhow, I'll be back at it. I welcome any tips, any comments, good or bad. You know, I've had somebody tell me how bad I was being, eating a lot of the sweets and junk that I was eating. And, you know, I know that. And, but I'm just trying to tell you that I appreciate any comments you have, good or bad. You know, I take it the way it should be taken. And, well, that one I lost somewhere along the way. Anyway, so if you're not following me there, please do. And you can leave me any comments on my crafting. You can leave me any comments on anything you want. I'd appreciate it. I love to answer you. So, I lost another one. There's one I lost. What else? So, you know, I started this channel so that I could talk about chronic kidney disease. I could talk about trying to lose weight. And I could talk about whatever. A lot of it was based on my health. And I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this channel, to tell you the truth. I don't have, you know, I thought I would be able to give tips and tricks and hints on some of my health issues. And that is not happening. I really don't know anything special, any real tips on losing weight or chronic kidney disease. I have found some products that I post on Cindy's World that help me keep my sodium intake lower, and I share them there. I do belong to some low sodium groups, and a lot of times it is people that have chronic kidney disease, and you know, they scour the shelves for products that, you know, will help, and I learn about some things there. So I hate it when I drop one of these where it doesn't belong. Anyway, I'll just coax it out of there. So, hey, I'm wondering something, guys. Where are you from? Where are you watching me from? I know I have a couple subscribers. I have one from Australia. And, some other far, far away places. And, I'd like to know where you're from. Say hi. And, let me know. I would appreciate that. So I'm just continuing on here. I'm almost done putting in the rhinestones. I like sparkle and shine and bling. The more colorful things are, the happier I am. Okay, we're going to put these away and move on. Now I don't remember which container I pulled these from. I think they're down here. Hopefully. If not, no, I don't think they are. You know, I'm colorblind. I think I told you that in another video. I didn't realize that for a long time, but I am. Okay, let's move on to mica powders. I think I'll use some of these. These are Creative Art Pigments by Jet Age Studio. I've heard about these through several different artists. First one I heard about it from was Susan at Turtle Soup Beads. She is a fabulous, fabulous jewelry artist that I watched for a long time. And one of these days, I think I might create some of the jewelry I've seen her make. She makes something with shibori ribbon. And I don't know if you know what that is, but it is made from silk, pure 100% silk, from what I understand. Susan shows how to make your own, and I have found you can also buy it already made. I'm not sure if she sells it already made. I don't think so, but maybe. But you can find it on Etsy. And, you know, if you don't want to make your own. But it is a very interesting process. And what she does with it is amazing. She is quite the artist. And someday, I think, I may attempt to make some jewelry like she's made. She can pick up beads, little teeny tiny seed beads, like nothing. She'll pop 4 of them onto her needle in, just a flash. And I'm amazed by that. It may have taken years of practice, I don't know. But boy, is she good. Anyway, I liked it. I tend not to make much jewelry because I have a ton of jewelry. And, I don't know. I don't need any more. And I think the market is kind of flooded with people making polymer clay jewelry. It's a tough market to get into and sell, I think. And I can't, I have to sell some of my products to be able to continue to do this. And I just don't see a market for jewelry for me. It's out there, and there are some awesome artists doing it. So now I'm not worried about getting mica powder on these rhinestones at all. After it's done baked and everything, I'll go over it with probably a baby wipe and get the rhinestones sparkling again. So, okay, there's that. I am going to put one more color on this. Not sure what yet. These lids, I have a hard time getting these lids on. These containers are so little. What other colors do I have out here that... Let's put some of this blue. This is Pearl X mica powder. I'm going to put a little bit of this on. This is the fun part you get, for me anyhow. Putting in the rhinestones and the mica powders and everything. It's one of my favorite parts of creating. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on. And the final step will be I'll go around it with some gold probably. And then we'll cut this baby out and move on. So what do you guys think so far? I love it. I'm gonna dip some right out of the jar again. There doesn't seem to be much in my lid. I love butterflies. I like kind of all things with wings. I don't like flies, but butterflies, dragonflies, fairies, ladybugs, not those ones that look like them that bite, but ladybugs. I used to, when I was a kid, I used to talk on the CB radio constantly, and my handle was Ladybug, and I would be on there for hours and hours, and my parents used to take me to coffee breaks, they called them, and you could go and meet people you've been talking to, and I had a lot of fun doing that, and it kept me out of trouble, kind of. I did get in a little bit of trouble at one point I was fibbing about my age, and I got into a lot of trouble over that one. But anyway, I had fun doing it, talking to different people. And I talked to people of all ages. And I don't know, it was fun. Like I said, we'd go and meet them. Everyone in my family had a CB handle. My dad talked a little bit. My dad was involved in ham radio. He liked to talk all over the world to people. And he had a special, you had to have some kind of special license. And anyway, he did that. We had a big base station at home with a big, huge microphone. And my neighbors weren't very fond of me, though. I had such a powerful CB that when I was talking, I interfered with their TVs sometimes. I would get calls every now and then asking me to shut up so they could watch a movie. Okay, now we're going to cut this butterfly out. I'm not going to worry about the antennas. I am just going to cut around it, and I'm not going to worry about staying inside the lines. That's never been my style. I'm just going to go with it. That's why I put all that coloring outside of the lines, because I've never followed the rules. So we're just gonna continue cutting around here, and I'm not gonna worry if it's even or anything. You know, this is art and nature, and none of that is perfect. So I'm just going around. Any of you guys talk on the CB? I'm showing my age, huh? That was some years ago that was quite popular. Everybody talked on the CB. Everybody had a name. Seemed like, anyhow. Maybe not everybody, but okay. So I've cut around it. I'm gonna lift this away. Just peel it up. And I have a beautiful butterfly left. And look at her. I think it's a sheep butterfly. Okay, looking good. Now, I'm going to take my tin back, and I think this one we're going to put this big butterfly on the bottom part of the tin. So I'm just going to peel it up off the wax paper and place her down on here. I want the tops of her wings to stay visible, and kind of smooth it out a little bit. Now this, I'm going to round down over the edge. That's fine with me. Get it down there. And I'm just going to go around. Now, I didn't have to put any glue or adhesive or anything on this either, because raw clay will stick to raw clay. And nothing has been baked yet. So, there we have it. Now, The butterfly does need some antenna, and I had to cut off the other antennas. Would have been too hard, way too hard, to cut around those and have them look decent. So what I'm going to do is roll out some clay into a snake. Let me try the other side. It seems to be sticking a bit to that side. And I want them pretty thin. So I'm just rolling it out. I think it would be easier if I cut it now and had a smaller piece to roll. Okay, that seems good. And I am just gonna pull my tin back and place the antenna. Whoops, don't pick that one up. Gonna place the antenna down where it belongs. And that is way too long. So I'm gonna take my blade and cut it off. Lift the excess off. And I don't want it straight. I'm going to try and bend it a little bit. And then we're going to do the same thing for the other antenna. Just roll some out. I have much more than I need. I still have a lot more than I need. Anyway, doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, it's nature and art combined. Don't need to be perfect. I'll lay that down and cut it off about there. Okay. Now I'm going to take those little scraps that I picked off, and I'm going to roll them into a little ball in my hand, and I'm going to pop that ball on there. Now it's got a little head, and I think I'm going to take my little pokey tool here, my needle tool, and I am going to make an indent here for its body. Like that. Okay. Now that is the bottom. Okay. Whoops. I got a mess going on back here. It picked up lots of little pieces of clay. Now, we're going to decorate the back side. And I used a little rubber stamp, a little butterfly with a heart-shaped body. I thought that was cute. Same thing I just did with the other one, with the big one. And I've already cut it out and put rhinestone in it and mica powdered it. And I'm going to peel away the excess. And I didn't figure you needed to see me do this again. So I did it already. And we're gonna plop her on the back side right there. And like I said, you don't need any glue or adhesive. It'll stick. It's raw clay. But she needs a little bit of an antenna too. So I'm pulling a piece of my black scrap clay and rolling it out. And she will need smaller smaller antennas. Cut that away. And I'm just rolling it. I want to get it into like a snake. That's pretty good. And I'll cut a little piece off and lay that down. And cut a piece off for the other antenna and lay it down. Sticking more to my fingers than it is the clay because my fingers are dirty. Ooh. Anyway, not perfect, but close enough for me. Okay, we got that off. Now, I'm gonna pick up that and again make a little ball in the palm of my hand and put it right there where its head should be. And I think I will use my needle tool and make a little indent for the body there too. Looking pretty good. Okay, next up, I have some clays rolled out. These are rolled on a number 2 that I am going to make a couple little flowers out of. And I have some cutters here. There's all kinds of ways you could make flowers, but I've already got this clay rolled out, and it's rolled out to number 2, and I'm gonna make a couple of these flowers, and let me get a piece of wax paper here to set them on. Just peeling them up. Let's see what I've got here. I've got this color. These colors are mixes that I've made. So I can't tell you what colors they are. And it could be Sculpey Primo or Sculpey Souffle. Could be a mix of the two of them. I don't know. But that's what I've got. I got this purple. I love purple. Purple is my favorite color. Favorite color of all time. And I'm going to make a big purple one. Maybe I'll make 2. I don't think I'll have room for them, but I'm going to make them anyway. I can always re-roll them and use the clay somewhere else. Boy, I destroyed that one. Again, though, they don't have to be perfect. Nothing in nature is perfect. Nothing in art is perfect, I don't think. So we have that. And I'm gonna make, let's make some little ones. I only have a little piece of this colored clay. Okay, there's that. And I have some green that I have rolled out that we will use momentarily. to make some leaves. Just set it aside for now. And there's a couple of things that I still want to do. I pulled 2 of these. These are leather stamps. They're metal, they're heavy. There's this one that is a little flower design, and there's this one that I think is a little leaf design. They're meant to stamp into leather, and they work perfectly fine in polymer clay, so I'll be using them. So what I'm going to do first is, let me get a shaping tool, and I am going to make these flowers. I think I'm going to lay it on here, right there, and I'm going to use my little shaping tool and put some definition in here. And that's going to poke over the side a little bit. That's okay. And I'm going to put a bigger one back here. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use my shaper tool and put some indents in there. In this one, I want to lift up a little bit. I don't want it, oh, I messed that up, see? It's okay. It's quite okay. We'll just push it back together, and it'll be fine. Now I am going to try and lift these petals up a little bit. I like for them to have a little dimension to them. And I think I might even take this sharp pokey tool and go in between and make some indents, just because I can. Alright, now we're going to put, how about one of these, and let me put a thing in the middle and lift these up a little bit off the clay to give it some dimension. I think what I need to do is put that, you want to make sure that it's touching so it doesn't fall off. Okay, I have that one. And let's use one of these little pink ones over here. And poke that in so there's good connection. And use my pokey tool here. Not too crazy about that. If I had a smaller ball tool laying around here, I do. I think that would work a little better. Nah. Anyway, I hope I was out of shot. I'm just trying to lift this up and I'm getting it dirty. That's okay, we're going to put mica powders on it. Alright, we're done with the flowers. And I'm going to pull out the green for the leaves and get my pokey tool again. And I am going to make a leaf, my own cake on a leaf. And boy, that's pretty bad. I think I'll think I'll do that over again and do it a little different. I want one big leaf to go with the one big flower. And see if I can pull that up now that I smushed it down good. And we're going to pop this over here. Just lay it down. And I'm going to make another one, much smaller. To go with the little flower. Now I probably won't be able to get it up. There we go. And we'll pop this one over here. And we'll do one more for that flower. And we're not done yet. There's something else that I want to do. I showed you the little leather stamps that I have. I'm going to use them. Alright, what about on the front? Do I need... oh no, that's the bottom. Do I need a little flower or a little leaf? Let's quickly do one. So, hey you guys that are watching, that have hung out with me this far. I also want to know, not only do I want to know where you are from, I want to know if you are a crafter, and if so, what do you make? You could even leave me a link to your YouTube channel if you have one. I would love to see that. I don't have a ton of time these days to watch many videos, but I don't know, you know, I would like to know what you're making, and I would like to be able to take a peek. Okay, we'll get on to these, the little leather stamps, and this was the flower one, and I'm gonna stamp into the clay on all sides, and I just want to leave the impression in there. Try not to smash what's on the top. Too bad. This is why I said we don't have to worry about if it's a little lumpy. It's not gonna matter. You'll see when we're done. Not gonna matter at all. Try not to push too hard, because I would have to go in and re-trim some of this. I'm just putting them, I'm sorry, I was out of camera again. I'm just putting them where there's space. And now I'm going to go in with my leaf and try and make sure that I move it in different directions. And go in between the flowers here. Whoa! I didn't know what that noise was. Trying to roll away. Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. And I love it when you leave me comments. Boy, I didn't leave much room here for leaves. That's okay though. All right, now we're going to pull out the rhinestones again and bling up these flowers. I've got some purple ones here. I have so many different rhinestones, it's not funny. But I only pulled out a couple of my containers worth. So let's get busy and put those in. Oops, one tried to escape. Ah, another one jumped out. Ah, okay. Wow. I can't believe it. They're giving me a hard time now. Just gonna poke them in. And like I said, when this is done baking and everything, I will seal it well. And I don't think I'll have a problem with the rhinestones coming out. I'd like to get one in the center. I thought I had a different colored one here. I do. Let me pull that one out and stick it in the center if I can get it out. Poke it down in there, good. Now I'm gonna turn it over. Look at that, one stuck there. Let's see. I might as well continue on with the purples. So next week is Thanksgiving. I am very fortunate. My stepdaughter likes to cook, and she is going to come over here and cook dinner for the whole family. And so we'll have everybody here. That'll be fun. And put these away. See, you just dump them back into your container. Put the lid on your container, because if you're anything like me, they'll be everywhere. Okay. Oh, I see one stayed. One of the purple ones stayed. Let's get her and put her right here. And we're gonna put these ones in here. So yeah, so she's gonna come and cook Thanksgiving dinner for everyone. And I love that she does that. Marv said that we are also gonna have them help decorate our Christmas tree. We usually get that up right before or right after Thanksgiving. And we'll be doing that. And we haven't decorated for Christmas in some time. I've told you before, I've gone through some rough times. And decorating just wasn't on my mind. So we didn't. And plop that one in there. And this one needs a center one too. Dump these away. And I will just grab whatever's handy here. See if I can get one right out of the jar. Yeah, I think I got one. Yep. Put that in there. Okay. Now the fun part too. I love bling. I love blinging things out. And it still looks kinda dull. But we aren't done yet. We are gonna put some mica powders on the flowers and leaves. And where's my little paintbrush? I just use a thin little paintbrush. And I am gonna shine these up. Again, going over the rhinestones, but after it's baked, I can take a baby wipe and clean up the rhinestones a bit so that they're shiny. And voila! I'm going to use the same color on here. And I might as well use it on here too. See how dirty that flower was? Just my hands are all nasty. I've been painting and gluing and whatnot. And it shows it on my work. Okay. Now I want to put I want to shine up those leaves, and I think I'll use this one. This is Bora Bora by Creative Arts, Jet Age Studio, available on Etsy. I like to buy from people on Etsy. They are typically small businesses or individuals just trying to make a living or some extra. I certainly couldn't make a living at this, but it'd be nice to make some extra cash to help pay for my little hobby here. Okay, we shined up all the leaves. Now, the background. Blew some of that excess off. You should actually be wearing a mask. They say it's not good to breathe this stuff in, and it's probably especially not good to blow it. Okay. Now it's still looking, you know, that clay looks dirty and there's spots of this and that everywhere. So I think what I am going to do is take more mica powder. I could put little rhinestones in the center of all these little flowers. I think this video has gotten quite long though. I'm going to skip that on this one, but I will show you another one that I have completed that I think I did put little rhinestones in there. Anyway, now I'm just going to take this and get it everywhere. And you know, mica powders and paints and things, they hide a multitude of sin. I love it. Anyway, I'm gonna spread that on. And I want to make sure I get all the sides too. See, it's flying everywhere. This one is a thicker, chunkier glitter. And I'm not real crazy about it. I bought another one or two that they call Lumineer something. That is very chunky, and I find it, for my purposes with polymer clay, I am not real fond of it. I saw Susan using it on turtle soup beads, and for her purposes it seemed to be fine, but for me, I am not thrilled with it. So I'm putting it on kind of heavy around the edges here. And I'll do the top some too. Want to make sure I get in everywhere. And it doesn't take, you know, a ton of time. I did make a mess though. I will have to clean up my desk before I work on anything else. It's everywhere. See it? It's because it's very chunky. Okay. I think that's gonna do it. I will put this in the oven. I will follow the manufacturer instructions as far as the degrees. I will cook them at 275. I usually bake things for an hour. The directions say 15 minutes or something per 1/4 inch. I don't remember exactly. But, yeah, I'll bake it. And then I will seal it real good. And I have one done here. I have 2 done here. I tried making videos twice doing this project. And I didn't like the videos. They were pretty long. I think this one's going to be 2. And I was really chatty. But I think that's okay. Now, let me try and get some of this off my hands and off my desk. Boy, my desk is a mess too. Sorry guys, I should have cleaned this up some before the video. Okay, now I'll show you what I've already made, and this is what they'll turn out to look like. This one, the big butterfly is on the bottom, I think, yeah. And the little butterfly and the flowers are on the top. They are, it's very sparkly. I need to clean up my fingerprints and stuff. And there's the bottom. And then there's this one that, again, on this one, the big butterfly is on the top. And you can see I put little rhinestones in the little flowers that I put in there. And here's the back. This one I didn't use the sparkle glittery mica powders. I just used a you know, I think this one was moonshine mica powders that I used. And voila, there you have. These will be for sale in my Etsy shop when I reopen it. I need to get my fingerprints out of here. And I gotta figure out how to get my name on these. I am kind of a nut about wanting my name on everything I make. And I gotta figure that out yet. I have a couple ideas. One idea I got from another artist. And I just hate to do everything, you know, the same as other artists. I'd like to come up with my own ideas sometimes. But there you have it. These are the finished ones. And this one will go in to be baked. And there we are. So, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I hope you stayed till the end. I hope you'll give me a thumbs up on this video. Leave me a comment. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. And then you'll know when I post more videos. And I'm trying really hard, like I said, to grow my channels. My YouTube channel and my Facebook page. I would appreciate if you'd follow me there. I will have a link below, like I said earlier. I will also put a link to some of my favorite craft supplies that I use in different craft projects. And if you're interested in seeing some of that, I do not get commission or anything. I am not signed up for that with Amazon. So a lot of the things that are on my Amazon list is available on Amazon, but it's also available at, like, you know, Joann's or Michael's or Walmart, or, you know, I shop around usually and try and get the best price I can so that I can keep my costs down and I can pass that on to anybody who purchases my items. So thanks for hanging out. I will see you next time. Have a great day and a great Thanksgiving. Thank you. Bye-bye.